Hello, my lovelies. Today we're asking the question, what is meant to find you right now? So we have 3 different cards. And if you want to use your intuition to pick from these 3, this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I invite you to go there now. Or if you'd rather have crystals or your zodiac, that's coming up next. So for the pile 1, we have a watermelon tourmaline. For pile 2, we have an angel light. Forgive my thumb. And for pile 3, we have a red jasper. Are you going to focus for me? Hi, there you are. If that helps you pick a pile, that's great. Now we're going to look at the, oh, you can't see them, just a sec. There, playing with that focus. So we have Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces, and Scorpio for pile 1. For pile 2, Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, and Taurus. That's for pile 2. For pile 3, we have Aries, Gemini, Cancer, and Virgo. You can use your sun, moon, rising, whatever planet you want to use. You may want to look at 1, may want to look at 2, might want to look at all 3 to see if there's any messages in there for you. Take what you need and leave the rest. And I'll see you in your pile. Hi, pile 1. You may have chose this pile for this lovely card. It's a 3 of Wands. Oop, where are you? You may have chose it for the watermelon tourmaline. You may have chose it for the zodiac, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Pluto, whatever floats your boat, you might have chose it for that. Thank you for being here. We're going to be asking 5 questions on why this reading was meant to find you now. So, 5 cards. So the first card in why this reading is meant to find you is the truth you're avoiding. The powerful truth or insight that you may have been ignoring or denying, but that is essential for your growth. High Priestess. The second card is the heart of your current struggle. Okay. The core issue or emotional block that is holding you back or causing uncertainty in your life. And that is the 10 of Swords. Card 3 is the guidance you're ready to receive. A message, advice, or direction you need to hear right now to move forward with clarity and purpose. And we have, goodness, 3 of Swords. So we've got 2 swords going on right now. The 4th card is the power you don't know you have. This card highlights the message, advice, or direction you need to hear right now to move forward with clarity and purpose. Okay, we have the 7 of Swords. Again, lots of swords coming up. We have one more to go. The last question, or the last card, the path to your next breakthrough. This card shows the next step you need to take to achieve transformation, find peace, and unlock new possibilities. The Six of Pentacles. Very nice. Now we're going to do a few little clarifiers. And this will help bring this whole reading into focus. The really high points you need to hear. So let's see. We want about 2 or 3 of these little ditties. And there. We'll put those right there. Next, we have a new deck. It's the Appalachian Spirit Oracle. And I think the messages are quite wonderful. So we're going to include these with some insight. Take 2 of these. One more. There we go. Thank you. Now my favorite deck. We'll see what these wonderful cartoon cards have to say. Take one of these. Okay, I see you. And last but not least, hello, we have these Future Higher Self Oracle. And they usually give great advice. I'm going to see what they have to say. And 1 or 2 more. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so let's start. So the first question, here we are. The first question was the truth you're avoiding. And you got the High Priestess. So it's saying you're ignoring your inner wisdom and intuition. There's a deep truth within you that you must trust. So you're not acting on your gut feelings when you make a decision. That could be staying in a relationship or job that you intuitively know isn't right. The second one, the 10 of Swords. There they are. See them? This is the heart of your current struggle. So this is saying you're struggling with the pain of an ending or a betrayal. Letting go feels overwhelming, but it is necessary for healing. So you might be experiencing an aftermath of a difficult breakup or losing a close friendship, and you're feeling stuck in this grief. So that might be why maybe you're not trusting your inner wisdom and intuition. Maybe this was a blindside. Maybe you didn't see this coming. And it's like, oh, I should have seen that. I should have seen the signs. Maybe something happened in your relationship and it's like, I shouldn't have ignored that. And you're having a hard time trusting yourself because maybe you're blaming yourself for not seeing something. Whether it is in a friendship, a relationship, a job, whatever it was, it kind of hits you hard and you're like, kind of having a hard time with that. So we're going to go to the third card, which is the 3 of Swords. This is the guidance you're ready to receive. So face heartbreak directly, and that will lead to clarity and growth. You are ready to process your pain and move forward. So here's an example of what you could do. You could write a letter to release those emotions after a breakup. You don't have to mail it or anything, but just getting it out. Even seeing it on paper, so you know, like, hey, like, I'm processing these emotions. I just get them out. And expressing your feelings openly, you know, that will help heal your past wounds. So maybe a therapist is, or maybe a really good friend that you can just, it looks like possibly there's some past stuff that might have leaked into the present stuff. And here you are going through pain again. And you really need to deal with it and get rid of it. Let it be processed and let it flow through you and out. This is the power you don't know you have. And that's the Seven of Swords. So you possess the ability to be strategic and resourceful in navigating challenges. Even when the situation feels unfair. So you can skillfully manage a difficult situation and you can find a clever solution. And that could be financial and it can be personal. But you're very clever. You can be strategic and resourceful. You've got to rely on your skills right now. Even when things don't seem fair, you can rely on these skills. Help with that outcome that you want. For sure. And this is the path to your next breakthrough. This is the Six of Pentacles. So that talks about generosity and balance. And that's going to lead to your transformation. Embrace both giving and receiving. And that's going to open some new doors for you, because right now when you're stuck in the middle of all this, and you're smart enough to get out of it, you're smart enough to see a path out. But once you get out, you need this balance. So for an example, volunteering, helping to support others, even accepting some financial or emotional support from someone who is there offering you help. Accept it. Let it in. You don't have to be this tough person. Oh, I don't need anybody. I'll just work through it. This is saying no. This is your path out. Sorry, I had to pause there. Like I say, every time I record, the whole town comes to visit. Okay, so I was talking about how you need to accept whether it's financial or emotional support from people who are more than willing to help and they're offering to help, and accept it. You don't have to be this strong, I can do it myself person. This is going to help you get to where you want to go, be emotionally or it's financially or whatever it is. It's going to heal you, and take the offer of help. Let's see what these clarifiers have to say. Stay there. Well, let's start with the first one. We have the Ace of Cups. So it's saying that there's emotional beginning or opportunity on the horizon. And it suggests the importance of embracing self-love and healing. You're going to have to embrace it. You're going to have to go through it. You might as well embrace it and do the work and get through it. So practically what this could be saying is start journaling and process those emotions. I know I already mentioned up here, like writing a letter to deal with the pain and the struggle. And this is kind of reinforcing that, saying, yes, why don't you even start journaling? Process those emotions. And possibly opening your heart to a new relationship once you get through this. After you've gone through this pain, don't build walls. The whole process is not to build walls, is to be, okay, I've been hurt. Okay, I understand. Well, not even understand, but I've processed it and I've let it go. And I'm going to be open to what new things the universe is going to offer me. And if that is a new relationship, be open to it. Queen of Pentacles. What's she saying? So it's saying that you're being guided to cultivate stability, abundance, and again, on the self-care. This card is emphasizing that balancing your responsibilities with your self-nurturing. So we're really getting on a theme that you really need to take care of yourself. And the Queen of Pentacles is very good at that. So practically, what this could be saying is rearranging your home for comfort and harmony. You know, if moving your furniture around and getting rid of some things and bringing new things in, whichever it is for you, that's going to feel like a new start. That's going to give you new energy. It's going to push some of that old energy out. It's a good thing. And then also invest some time in your health and personal growth. And what that can mean is someplace for health, maybe they're long walks, maybe walking with friends, because that's a great time to talk and really express yourself. But you're also, you know, working out those awful, you know, stress hormones. If you're being physical, that's great. For personal growth, maybe do something that's going to be like totally different, something creative, something you've always wanted to do. Get your mind away from dwelling that whatever hurt you here. Do something that's going to bring your attention somewhere else. Two really good advice. We have the Three of Cups. So this is saying that your journey requires community and joyful connections. Lean on your friends. Celebrate shared accomplishments. Let joy back in, right? So reconnect with some close friends. And they're going to give you that emotional support. So, and participate in group activities. Don't withdraw. This is really saying don't, withdraw and ruminate on your pain. This is saying what's going to help is when you get back with your friends, back with the community that just embraces you and loves you and understands you're hurting and is there to support you. And they're going to uplift you. They're going to bring that spark and that joy back into your life, because when you are hurting, you don't see it. But friends are going to bring it. They're going to bring that beauty of life back. They're going to give you that hope that, yeah, we've been through this too, and we're going to help you. Those are good friends. Find your community. And then we have, to end it all, the Nine of Swords. That's funny. That'd be hilarious if you had that on your wall. So what is the Nine of Swords saying? It's saying face your fears. You are still grappling with anxiety or guilt or fear, and that needs to be addressed. This card reminds you to release self-criticism and worry. Acknowledge that during this process, and we all do it, we have this reoccurring negative thoughts. We have that little voice, or we have dreams, or whatever it is, and it brings you down. And it's like, hey, realize that they're there, and realize you need to work on that. Don't ignore it. You don't need that naggy little voice. You don't need that punishing voice in your head. Realize, hear it, acknowledge it, and tell it to stop and let it go. So you could do this with mindfulness, listening to these awful thoughts in your head and stopping it, saying, no, I'm not listening to that. Nope, that's not true. Nope, I am journaling. I'm working through this. I've got my friends. I don't need this awful voice. Out. And if you can't do it yourself, be open to therapy. Maybe talking to a stranger. Yes, talking to your friends is ideal. But talking to a stranger who's a professional might be the route to go. And this is saying, yeah, do it. It's open to you. Do it. Really good advice. These two wonderful ditties It's the Appalachian Spirit Oracle. Really fun. So it came up this way, so I read this. It's called Black Soil. Apologize for the rupture and work to repair. Apologize for the rupture and work to repair. So again, this is pointing to, hey, some things have exploded in your life. If you need to apologize, apologize and move on, right? We don't keep, broken things in our root cellar. We don't. We get rid of them. And that's what you need to do too. If something broke, relationship, job, finance, friends, whatever broke, you say, whoops, sorry, and you move on. Great advice. And then we have this one, sweet tea. Sit out in the sun to recharge. Yes, that's another beautiful thing. And you can do this with friends. You can do this alone, whatever you need. But just sitting out, getting that vitamin D, getting that sun. It is a real mood booster. Really, the sun is the best. Honestly, don't be afraid of the sun. The sun is the feel good rays of light that just, it helps any day. Honestly, I love sitting in the sun. Have a little beverage. If you're by yourself, just listen to nature. If you're with friends, laugh, tell jokes, do some storytelling, fun things. That is a mood booster. That will also help you move past this. Great advice. This is called the Demon Ship. Don't let that fool you. This is quite a nice card. So here you are in your castle, and you see this strange ship coming. So you have two options. You can go, oh no, invaders, trespassers, and you build walls. They're unwelcome. I don't know who you are. You're unwelcome. Go away. This is saying, no, 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 no. Let them in. They're going to expose you to new ideas. They're going to be a new group of people arriving in your life, and they're going to be able to let you see different viewpoints, different ideas, different inspiration. Don't be afraid of new, right? Maybe sometimes when you're doing, I don't know where it was, somewhere you do physical activity with your friends, go for walks, whatever, you might meet some new people. When you're sitting out, maybe you go to a little coffee shop and you're sitting out having some sweet tea or, specialty coffee, maybe next table over. They're going to invite you in and maybe they're going to talk to you. And it's like, don't build walls. It's like, let these people inspire you. Right? Don't build those walls, because that's one thing we tend to do when we're hurt. It's like, oh, I'm hurting. Just everybody stay away and just, don't come close. Don't come near. And you build this wall here. And it's like, no. There's an advantage to that. I mean, don't be stupid, but there's an advantage to that. And it's okay to let people in. Lastly, we have the Future Higher Self Oracle cards. What does this say? Everything you want is on the other side of the unknown. Sometimes when we're going through it, we don't see the end. We don't see the other side, the better life, the better friends, the better relationships, the better job. We don't see it because we're in it, right? We're stuck in that mud. And this is saying everything you want is on that other side. You don't see it because you're in the mud. You don't see it, but it's there. Work through it. Walk through it. Process it. Everything you want is over there. Just get through what you're getting through. Let go. I mean, really let go. There's something better on the horizon. So again, two cards, very similar, but this is really, giving you a spanking, saying, let go. I mean, really let go. I mean, don't let any of that mud follow you into your next chapter. Really let it go. Really process it. Really feel it, let it go through you, and let it go. Right? Really good advice. It's a really great way to end this reading, to say this is where you need to go to. Something better is on the horizon. Everything you want is on the other side. Really want you to work through this. That's a great reading. Great advice. Thank you so much, Pile 1. I'm sorry you're going through it, but I think there is something so beautiful on the other side of this, and can't wait till you get there. Thank you for being in this reading, and I hope to see you in another reading. Hi, Pile 2. You may have picked this pile for this 3 of Wands. You may have picked this pile for this Angelite. There we go. And you may have picked this pile for your Sun, Moon, and Rising, and or placements, Mars, Venus, Mercury, whatever. Or you picked it with your intuition. And thank you for being here. So we're going to start shuffling the cards, and we're going to be picking 5 cards. Find out why this reading was meant for you right now. So let's start with the first card. The truth that you're avoiding. This card reveals a powerful truth or insight that you may have been ignoring or denying that is essential for your growth. And we're starting with the Queen of Swords. The next is the heart of your current struggle, the core issue or emotional block that's holding you back and causing uncertainty in your life. Ooh, we have the 4 of Wands. Oop. Oop. Guidance you're ready to receive. Message, advice, or direction you need to hear right now to move forward with clarity and purpose. And we have the 8 of Cups. The 4th card is the power you don't know you have. Your hidden strengths, untapped potential, inner resources that will help you overcome your challenges. The 6 of Cups. The path to your next breakthrough. This card shows the next step you need to take to achieve transformation, find peace, or unlock new possibilities. We have the Knight of Cups reversed. So I just looked it up because I just noticed that this is actually the King, not the Queen. They're 2 different crowns, and that's a King crown. So not a Queen of Swords, it's a King of Swords. Want to make sure I got that right. Okay, so next we're going to do these little clarifiers, and these clarifiers are going to help us really get an overall picture of what is happening. And it might be extra advice, it might be like more detail on a situation. Either way, we're looking for 3 or 4 little clarifier cards. I like to use the mini cards for that, because it's an added bonus. And we got our 3. Next, we're going to use these Appalachian Spirit Oracles. And they're just fantastic little cards. More information is always good. And they have a beautiful message usually. We're looking for 2 of these. Would be great. Thank you, Spirit. And I got them. you. And we'll use my favorite cards. Always, always. Great little cartoons, little drawings that give you quite a visual picture of what's going on. I'll take one of these. See you. Take you. And last, we have the Future Higher Self Oracle. And they give great advice at the end of a reading. So we're looking usually for 2, possibly 3 cards here. 2. So let's start. Start with card 1. What are you avoiding? Remember, this is the King of Swords. So you've been avoiding a need for clarity, logical thinking, and decisive action. You might be relying too heavily on emotions, or you might be avoiding some difficult truths. So, for example, you might be avoiding a difficult conversation. That could be with a boss, it could be with a loved one, and it's about boundaries or expectations. And right now, for you, it's feeling overwhelming. Bringing that up is feeling overwhelming to you. Card 2, the 4 of Clubs. And this is the heart of your current struggle. Core issue, emotional block. And your core struggle lies in finding a stable foundation, or even just celebrating small victories. You might be feeling disconnected to joy or your achievements. Maybe you're feeling they're not good enough and you need to celebrate little things, you know? So, for example, you might be feeling your home or career lack the security or the harmony that you desire, despite outward success. So you're being successful, but you're not recognizing it. You're not celebrating it. Maybe you're seeing it while it's not good enough. There's some disconnect with how good you're doing and how you're not seeing that. So the guidance you're ready to receive. 8 of Cups. You're ready to release what no longer serves you. So you can walk away from stagnant situations, even if it's emotionally challenging to you. You need to know and recognize that you can have those conversations. You can walk away from the things that are not serving you. So that's saying letting go of that unfulfilling relationship or job. Know that staying would limit your growth. I mean, you know that, but you're avoiding it. It's obvious here. You're avoiding that conversation, that move, that realization. You're just, I don't know, maybe you're comfortable, but you're not happy. So here's the path, the 6 of Cups. Here's the power you don't know you have, the 6 of Cups. So your inner strength comes from past experiences and your memories, nostalgic memories, and you have ability to heal your old wounds. So look into your past because it holds the tools for your growth. So, you know, what you used to dream about when you were a child, reconnect with that. Or maybe you had some friends in your past and they were good friends. They reminded you of your true self, of who you really are. Maybe you're in a relationship and you don't like who you are and you don't like the relationship. And you need to reconnect with those people that remind you of how vibrant and wonderful you are. Or you're in a job and, oh, it's good money, but it's draining. And maybe you need to remember, hey, when I was a kid, I didn't dream of doing this job. I wanted to do something else. Rekindle that spark that made you want to get up in the morning and just bounce down the stairs to start your day. Remind yourself of who you are and who you want to be and who you want in your life. That's another big one. So the path to your next breakthrough is the Knight of Cups reversed. So to break through, you must ground your emotions and avoid unrealistic fantasies. Focus on realistic, attainable steps instead of waiting for inspiration. So it's kind of saying, start the work now. Don't, build up like, oh, I'll start when this happens. I'll start when the boss does this. I'll start when my partner does this. Don't wait. It's saying start taking little steps now. So, an example, instead of dreaming about maybe you want to write a book, instead start outlining it step by step, even if it feels less romantic than you imagined. Because maybe you thought, you were going to have this Hemingway moment and you're going to be off on an island and you're going to be inspired and you're going to write the novel that everyone wants to write. And it's like, well, no, maybe you just start now. Maybe you start and it's not going to be as romantic as a seaside cottage and you sit and write. Maybe it's going to start in your living room on an old table that you have. Maybe you start planning that way. It's not as romantic, but it is a step in the right direction. It is going to lead you to where you want to be. Maybe your first book's not going to be written, as romantically as you want it to be. Maybe that's your second book or your third, but you're going to be doing something that you really want to do, right? It's going to lead you to where you need to be. That's what the reverse means. It's not going to be romantic, but take the steps to start anyway. So let's look at these 3 cards. They're going to, gel this a little more, give us a little more information, and we're going to start with the King of Wands. So the King of Wands highlights the need to step into a leadership role, act with boldness and vision, take charge of your path, and be confident about it. So say you might feel called to lead a project or take initiative in your personal life. So maybe organizing a family decision or pursuing a creative venture, and you do it with authority. It's like, okay, I'm doing this. Like, no one's going to question it because you're like, I'm doing it. You can't stop me. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. That family vacation, we're going here. You know what I mean? You know what? We're moving. We're moving to a better city. We're doing this now. Whatever it is, be confident in that decision that's going to put you on the path to where you need to be, your family needs to be, whatever it is. Do it with confidence. Be bold. Have a vision. That's the King of Wands. Then we have the 7 of Swords. So this again is emphasizing the importance of strategy and awareness of deceit. So there could be some self-deception or someone else is being dishonest with you. So be careful when planning. Stay alert. For example, you might need to reevaluate your partnership or situation where someone's intentions aren't clear. So maybe at work, it's a colleague withholding key information on a project. There might be somebody who is just doing something a little deceitful. And this is just saying, yeah, no, look around. Don't trust everything and everyone. Realize that there are some people that don't have your best interests at heart, and just recognize them, right? You're going to know. I think you're going to know who this person is. They're probably in their life. Is it your partner? Don't know. Is it your colleague? Don't know. You know. I think you recognize this. And they're saying, just be aware. Be aware that this is going on. Be aware when you maybe, go to them for advice. They're not going to like put you on your best path. They're not going to give you the best advice. Just be aware. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So she's going to encourage you have some kind of emotional detachment. Have some kind of like logic and clarity. Make your decisions on truth and your smarts, your intellect, instead of being swayed by emotions. So that might be setting those clear boundaries in a relationship. And if it's a work relationship, clear boundaries. You're not going to have them interfere in your projects, maybe give you the wrong information. Be very clear. Maybe it's at home. Maybe you need to know that you're not being told everything. Make it clear. You understand that. You might even have to cut some ties with someone who undermines your goals. Right? So maybe you have a parent. This can happen. And you're like, I'm going to write that book. Or I'm going to move to be beside the ocean. I'm going to get a better job. And they're like, oh, honey, that's not the safe move. That's not the best move for you. And, you're not that good with words. Maybe you should rethink that. I know you're doing it in your off time, but there's probably better things for you to do. You know that person? Have you heard that before? They kind of just don't want you to move forward. They kind of just don't want you to have the best information to make the best decisions. They're just kind of like, I like you where you are. Don't try to do something different. Is that your friend, parent, spouse? Somebody in there is kind of just putting their foot out and seeing if you trip. So these two kind of go together, but they're saying that you have the smarts. You're going to recognize them. You're going to see that. And that's maybe why you don't have this logical, decisive thinking right now, because maybe it's emotional listening to these people. They've always been, in your life, and it's emotional for you to say no to them. Maybe it's difficult to recognize that these people, they want to protect you, but they don't really want you to go beyond what you're supposed to do, right? They don't. You have a dream, and it's nobody's business to squash it, right? You don't need friends who don't want the best for you. You don't need to include everybody in your decision. This is your decision. And you're probably avoiding that conversation to say, you know what, I'm going to do it anyways, right? Let's move on. So, these little guys. And this is Hawkeye. You're a protector. Share your wisdom. And that might be going back to the book idea. It might be that maybe you see a situation where, it's not only you that's being deceived, but maybe someone else with you. Maybe it's up to you to open their eyes a little bit. They don't really get what we're doing. And it's okay to not follow what they say. Be that kind of protector for somebody. Maybe there's someone else in the job situation, and you can just well, we're not going to really listen to that person. Kind of protect them too. Maybe they need a little eye-opening. Share your wisdom. Share what you know. Your hard work will soon be recognized. So that goes along with right here, with the 4. You're struggling with celebrating those small victories. And right here it says your hard work is going to be recognized. So maybe it's time. Because when you're grateful, more grateful things come into your life. So if you recognize how many things you have to be grateful for, you'll see more things and more things. And they'll come to you because you are drawing it in. That is your energy, right? So if you feel you're not doing good enough, maybe look at the things that you're doing great at. Be thankful for them. Have gratitude for them. And it will slip into everything else you're doing. And this hard work will soon be recognized. Well, maybe that is part of the book, or whatever project you want to do. That dream you had when you were younger, that, oh, I've always wanted to write a book. I wanted to do this painting. I want to, live in this place. Whatever it is that inspired you in your past, it's time to dig that out, dust it off, take another look at it. And maybe that's going to be, when you're doing something joyful, maybe that's going to be when your work is recognized. Whatever you're doing, people will see the joy in it, and they'll really recognize you, that beautiful part of you. If you don't like nudity, cartoon nudity, please look away and just listen to my voice. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Love these little cards. So this is 16, and this talks about the execution. And the dark side of the card is dire consequences, guilt by association. The light side is justice served, satisfaction of seeing those that have harmed you get what they deserve at last. So this might be talking about, move over, the Seven of Swords, being aware of deceit. Maybe there's going to be some justice to that. Maybe the boss is going to recognize that in them. Maybe you're going to move beyond them because you recognize their deceitful ways, and you do the best for you and the best for your job or the best for your family, whatever it is, and you get recognized for it. And maybe there's a little justice in that, and they look back to this other person and say, why were you telling them that? Maybe their deceit will be recognized, not just by you, but by the people that have some power, or the people who they were deceiving. It's a great justice when people who don't deserve trust get found out for being distrustful by everybody. So hopefully that will clear this up, right? And, oh, we got two more. And these are the higher future self. They're usually good little endings. You are a magical being with a whole universe waiting to assist you. So what this is saying is that when you make up your mind to do something different, whether it's moving away from deceitful people or it's moving towards a goal you had, the universe is going to be there to assist you. They're going to put the right people in your path. They're going to put the opportunities in your path. And the universe is going to work towards what you were meant to do. All of a sudden, these doors are going to open up. All of a sudden, these opportunities are going to come at you. And it's like, oh, where were you? And it's like, oh, no. You've just decided to do this, and it's always been here, and here we are, and there you go. There are many doors that lead to the place you truly belong. So that's also talking about maybe in the past, you thought you missed an opportunity. So, oh, I can't do that. But if it's meant for you, it comes back around, and it comes back around. Because the universe is always trying to get you to do what you were meant to come to do. Come down here to do. And so don't think because you missed an opportunity back when, that opportunity won't come back. Because it does. If it's meant for you, it comes back. It always comes back. You don't miss opportunities. You just miss timing. It's going to come back. And if that opportunity is here and you're kind of wavering again, possibly over here, you're kind of like, oh, I don't know. When you're not facing what you need to face, maybe this is the time. Maybe this is the next opportunity that's coming in to say, hey, remember me? I'm back. I want to help you with this. And maybe this is the time that you get clearer thinking and you go, yeah, I'm grabbing it this time. It's not passing me by. I've thought about this and thought about this, and I felt really bad that I missed it the first time because of whatever excuse you gave yourself. Now it's come back around again. What is meant for you will always be there for you. So when that door opens again, it's just another opportunity, and it will keep coming. It will keep coming because it's meant for you. So that's a wonderful way to end this reading. Pile 2, that was very, very exciting, eye-opening. I hope to see you in another reading. Hi, Pile 3. You may have picked this pile for this card, the 3 of Sticks, the 3 of Wands. You may have picked it for the red Jasper. And you may have picked it for Zodiac, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. All the fun things, or your intuition. And that's great. So we're going to be asking 5 questions. Find out why this reading was meant for you right now. What does Spirit have to say to you right now? So, the first card is the truth you're avoiding. It's a powerful truth or an insight that you may have been ignoring or denying, and that is essential for your growth. The 10 of Wands, the 10 of Sticks. The heart of your current struggle. This is the core issue, an emotional block holding you back. The Fool. The guidance you're ready to receive. Card 3. It's a message, advice, or direction you need to hear right now to move forward with clarity and purpose. Oh, they're just flying today. The 5 of Sticks. So the 5 of Wands. Let's see. Card 4. Power you don't know you have. Strength, untapped potential. And that is Judgment. Stop. Path to your next breakthrough. It's flying around. So it's the Knight of Wands. A lot of wands here. Knight of Sticks. Let's move everybody around so everybody gets equal time. Okay. Now we're going to do a couple of clarifier cards. They add a little something to the reading. We'll give them a little shuffle. And let's go. We'll have 2 or 3 cards, 3 or 4 cards, whatever you need to explain a little more of this reading for us. Okay. Here's a few oracle cards. Give us a different view of the main theme. So these are the Appalachian Spirit cards. I really enjoy them. What else do we need to know about this reading? 1 or 2 cards. 1 more? Gotcha. Thank you. Then I'm going to grab my big old cards. They're usually a really good visual connection to the reading, so let's see what they have to say. And I see you, so I'll grab you. We have the Future Higher Self Oracle deck, and we'll take 2 or 3 of these to end the reading. 1. We'll take 1 more. And we got it. Everything stop. Everything moving. Okay. Start with the 10 of Sticks, which is the 10 of Wands. So the truth you were avoiding. So you've been carrying a heavy burden, possibly taking on too many responsibilities or emotional weight. The truth calls for you to acknowledge when you need help or delegate tasks. So you might be overcommitted to work and taking on too many projects, and it's leaving you exhausted, or you're emotionally drained from supporting others, and you're not prioritizing your own needs. And I think that's pretty common nowadays. Your kids take all your attention, your spouse takes all your attention, your job takes all your attention, and you come home drained. So, card 2, the Fool. The heart of your current struggle. So your struggle stems from fear of stepping into the unknown, change. You may feel hesitant to take a risk or embrace a new beginning because you don't like uncertainty and you don't like doubt. So you might be holding back from possibly starting a new career path. How about moving to a new location, a new city or town, or out in the country? Or just even a personal venture because you're afraid of failure. Maybe that's why you're overcompensating, doing everything for everyone else. It's like, I can't say no. Huh? Possibly. 5 of Wands. So here's the guidance you're ready to receive. You're being encouraged to see challenges and competition as opportunities for growth. Okay? So struggles can teach you resilience and help refine your path. So conflict with coworkers or friends or family can feel overwhelming. And approaching it with patience and communication can lead to a better understanding and progress. So here's a challenge. You're not saying no, and you're getting tired. And you want to change. But this fear of failure or this doubt, or I can't do it, especially saying I can't do it, I don't have enough time, well, there's a problem there. It's saying that it's okay to say no. It's okay to be patient with these people. Like when you say no, just be patient. They'll figure it out. It's good for you. It's good for them. But you need to do it. And it's going to feel overwhelming because there's probably going to be a backlash because like, what do you mean? No. What do you always do it? Or whatever that is. There's going to be backlash and it's okay. And the more you say no, the stronger that no bone gets. And you get straighter and more confident. That's a good thing. Or maybe even just like saying yes to like when people invite you out. Yes. Say yes to new adventures, to new opportunities, to new things coming into your life. When you start saying no, to give yourself time, then you can start filling that time with things you want to do, right? And you'll see that shift. The power you don't know you have. Judgment. You have the power of self-awareness and transformation. You have that. So by looking at your past and learning from it, you can make decisions that align with your higher purpose. So maybe what is stopping you from doing new things is because you failed in the past. You don't like to make mistakes. So you failed at a project or you failed at a relationship. So looking back at that, it's going to provide some clarity so you can avoid similar patterns and make better choices. So you really need to do a deep dive. Like, is the same thing coming up over and over for you? Same people that you're hanging with, same kind of relationship, where you're doing, like, honestly, when you're doing everything and they're doing nothing, right? Are you working and they're sitting at home doing nothing? Do you keep choosing these kind of people to be in your life? You know, maybe you have friends that don't want to do anything, so you don't do anything. Maybe you need more friends that are more adventurous. Pick better friends. Pick better spouses. Maybe pick better jobs. You know, if you're the one in the office that's doing all the work and they get all the accolades, pick a better job. Pick a better boss. So you look back and see, is there similar patterns that you're choosing over and over again? Because you're not going to get a different outcome if you keep doing the same things and keep picking the same people to be in your life. You need to really look at it. What do you need to change? So here's the path to your next breakthrough. Whoa, hey, how you doing? Knight of Wands, Knight of Sticks. So the key to your breakthrough lies in pursuing your passions. With courage and energy, you need to take bold, inspired action to move forward. What does that mean? Start doing those creative projects that you want to do. Start traveling. Launch a new business. This is the time to do what you want to do and be really determined. It's like if you set aside time to do painting, to write a book, to whatever you want to do, go down south, live by the ocean for a week. Whatever you want to do, you're going to have these same people come at you and say, yeah, but I really need something done that week. Yeah, but I really want you to do this. And you're going to have to be determined to say, no, I'm sorry, I am busy that week. I have plans. I'm doing this for myself. I really want to do this. And if you're a good friend, you're going to support me. If you're a good spouse, you're going to support me. I've been supporting you. Now you're going to support me, or I'm going to find someone who's going to support me. Do you see what I'm saying? This is your breakthrough. This is when you find out that you are worth doing things for yourself. This is a self-care thing. You are worth it. You are tired of doing everything from everyone. It's making you scared to do things because everybody comes at you. You need to do this. Not necessarily climb a tree, unless you want to, but you are worthy of spending your time on you. Yeah, definitely. You are worth it. Let's look at some clarifiers. We have the High Priestess. So what she's saying is she's encouraging you to trust your intuition, to look within for answers. You know what's right for you. She's also saying that sometimes some truths are discovered in quiet reflection. That morning coffee outside, just staring at nature. Quiet reflection. Sitting in a park bench. Just quiet. Stop all the noise. Stop all the activities and let your heart speak to you. Do you know what I mean? Like just the quiet. Once you quiet down a lot of that noise, you're going to see the path forward. You're going to see the answers that you need. That's what she's saying. So you might notice subtle signs or recurring patterns in your dreams, maybe daily life. These are signaling your subconscious, and it's going to guide you towards clarity. King of Pentacles. So he's emphasizing, did I say king? Let me read that again. Knight. Hi, Knight of Pentacles. So he's going to say practicality, resourcefulness. You need to find that material and emotional resources to achieve your goals, right? Maybe a little financial planning, managing your stress, maybe putting in a little bit of long-term security, whatever you need. Go out there and get that for yourself. Stop worrying about other people all the time. Take care of yourself. 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups points to nostalgia. Healing from the past. Again, we've seen that over here. Reconnecting to simpler joys. So now, before it asks you to look at your past mistakes. And now it's going to ask you to look at your positive past experiences. And that's going to inform your present. So maybe look in the past and see, like, what kind of hobbies did you like? What old friends keep popping up when you think about, happy times? These kind of things from your past are going to inform your present about possibly where you should go in the future, right? The things that made you happy when things were simpler, maybe you need to get back to that. Really enjoy yourself. Bring that joy back in. That's going to help a lot with this stress and worry and doubt and all the things that are going on. Honeybee, your hard work will soon be recognized. Okay, so you're doing a lot of hard work. So maybe when you stop saying yes to everybody, you start saying no, they're going to realize how much work you've actually been doing, how much you have been investing in everybody else, right? They're going to notice it because now they have to do it. Now they have to make, all the choices and do all the work and spend all their time. And you're going to be recognized like, wow, you did so much. How did you do it all? It's going to be amazing. They're going to recognize it when you start saying no. Strawberry corn. Relentlessly protect what matters most. I think this is going to have to be part of your mantra. Protecting your self-care, protecting your happiness, protecting your state of mind, your calmness, your clarity. Start protecting you relentlessly. The things that matter most. And right now, you're doing that for everybody. And you need to protect your own space, your own time for you. And this is, again, right back to saying no. This seems to be a theme. Oh, what's this? Oh, love these cartoons. Okay, 22. 22 is called abandonment. And this girl is turning her back on the future and her possibilities. That's one way to read it. So she's feeling abandonment, isolation, withdrawal, self-pity, depression. Another way to see this is that she's leaving a dismal relationship or a situation behind, searching for a better life. And I'm going to go with that one. I think you need to search for that better life for you. You need to prioritize you. If you're in a bad relationship, it's not going to get better. You need to change it. You need to be saying no to all the ridiculousness. Prioritize you. And that will lead you to a better future, a brighter future, a more exciting future, a balanced future, which is really what you want, right? Balance. Because right now you're giving all of you away. Think we know what's going on. So let's start Future higher self. Everything you want is on the other side of the unknown. So this is talking again, the struggle with the fear of stepping into the unknown. That's the Fool. That's what you're doing. You're hesitant at taking a risk. And this is saying everything you want is on that other side. You don't know what's going to happen, but think everything you want is over there. An eclipse may hide your light, but not forever. Okay, so this is about don't beat yourself up. Once you get away from the people who are bringing you down, hiding your light, using your energy, using your resources, once you get away from those people, you're going to shine for sure. But you're going to realize how much you have, how bright your light is. Because right now you're not feeling it. You're going to realize that. And you're going to realize that all this energy you've put into everyone else dimmed your light. And what you need to realize is that when they move on, you start saying no, nope, 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 and your light shines, you're going to have the opportunity to decide where you put your energy. Nothing else that's out of your control is going to come along and hide you again. Nope. It's going to be up to you. Your light's going to shine. You're going to see how bright you are. And you're going to say, I'm not going to let that happen again. I choose where my energy goes, where my light shines. I wish you'd gotten the Wheel of Fortune in here. And maybe if I kept pulling cards, we would have found it. But that speaks to, everything goes around. It's circular. And you're always going to have lows and you're always going to have highs. But you never stay in the highs and you never stay in the lows. And this right now might be the low. This right now might be where you're just exhausted and you're tired and people are just nattering at you like they want you to do more and more and more. And to get back up on that swing is when you're going to start saying no and your light gets brighter and you get the more energy and you get, the more joy brought back into your life, and it's going to be bright and beautiful. And you're going to decide where your energy and your light goes. Beautiful. Well, thank you, Pile 3. I really hope you take this advice. You start prioritizing you. You're worth it. All of it. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in another reading.